Mike Brown, nice to see you here. How are you feeling after everything that's happened to you?
Yeah, no, it's getting there. Each week it's better. You know, at the first I healed up quicker. Each day I noticed a lot of big difference, and now it's a week at a time. And I'm lucky just to be walking and happy to be doing that there and back on my bicycle now. So moving steps forward. So yeah, everything's going the right direction. Hopefully in another month or so I should be back to 100%.
Have you any pain still, or are you able to sleep at night?
It's crazy. I broke my neck in 3 spots. I broke number C 1.5. I never had no pain. It's crazy. Yes, really? No pain. Mostly my problem was my vision. It's probably 99% better now, but my balance was off, and they say it's my ears. So yeah, we keep working to get that better, and like I said, each week gets better. So hopefully for a full recovery one day soon, hopefully.
So full recovery is still possible?
It should be close, yeah. It should be close, they were saying. So it's only been 3.5 months now. So they give me up to a year for the nerve stuff, and hopefully my eyes and ears will get better when they can adjust. Cause I should still have my neck collar on for till December the 1st. So they said if I'm on level grounds, I can take it off. So yeah, until December, they really can't adjust my neck until my ears, for my balance until then. It's getting there.
And from what I understood, that you just got slammed into the ground head first while you were riding?
Head first, yes. Head first. It was like a faster left sweeping corner, and it threw me to the right. And before I could get my arms out or anything, I was straight on my head. And it's like a row of dirt on the edge of the track, and I straight into that. But I got up and never was paralyzed then. I got up, took my helmet off.
Oh, did you?
Drove 2 hours to the hospital.
No way.
Yeah, so it was, I got lucky that when I took my helmet off, I didn't paralyze myself. But then I had the 2 strokes after I got to the hospital. Right. So that's probably more than my breaking my bones is the strokes that I had is slowed me down a little bit.
That's scary. So the Vets Motocross of Nations was on a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I missed it.
You were always class at that. I think you were even running Tommy Searle's speed last year. So was it hard to miss that type of riding?
Sure, yeah, I didn't even want to watch it, but I don't know. They say, "Oh, you can ride again. Don't worry, you're good." Really? But that's down the road, maybe next year sometime, but we'll see. As long as I can ride my bicycle and still do my job here, training the guys at Triumph, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, very good. So moving to your career, after your injury, I saw Ryan Hughes went to see you.
Yeah.
And Hughes had some mega battles in the early 2000s for the 125s. How nice was it to see him? But also, did you, because you were going for the title, you were having arguments and all that, but you're both similar, you're both so aggressive.
100%, yeah. No, for starting seeing him was crazy. I didn't know he was coming to see me. That was my first day out of rehab.
Oh, was it?
So I was driving from Atlanta back to my house and drove to the airport, and Janice was like, "Oh, we're gonna pick somebody up here." And I didn't know he was coming. I had no idea. I pulled up the airport and I was like, "That's Ryan Hughes." And he stayed for a couple of days, which is awesome. Like I said, we had battles, fist fights, literally fighting. So it was that was good to spend time with him. No, it was good. He means well, and it helps a lot. Yeah.
And was it 03 you had the battle with Ryan Hughes, the first couple of
02 and 03, yes. Yeah.
That was so. How was that as a rider, knowing you're going against him and Langston? I think Stewart was then coming in as well.
Yes.
Are you going to the line just thinking, I got to beat Ryan Hughes, I can't let Ryan beat me, or is it less than that?
I mean, back then, I think that's when that year that Stewart came in a little bit late, and he was back on the points, and I still had a pretty good points gap that year, and it was me and Ryan and Langston, so I always was thinking I got to beat Langston or Ryan Hughes. So it was always on your mind for sure, those two, and they were tough battlers. They were like me, mentally strong and won the battle. So no, it was good. I enjoyed that. That's the main thing for me. It was the competition, like winning or 10th or 15th, but the competition was always my favorite.
And you finally won your outdoor title after you come back from GPs.
Yes.
Against Langston and was Strand as well that year, wasn't it?
Yep.
How did that feel? I mean, you knocked Langston, or Langston knocked you down at Binghamton? I can't remember which way around it was.
Both. I got Stewart there, then he knocked me down one race, and I knocked him down in one race. But that was, I think, Europe for that. Europe maybe helped me win the championship for sure. Being over there racing and learn how to ride the tracks the way they should be ridden. And you see now the European guys, it's getting more equal now, but I think back then the European guys had an advantage on how they rode the track. And I learned how to do that, and corner speed was much different than everybody else's. Me and Grant's that year we came back, 2001.
You felt you had the advantage?
100%, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So how did it feel to win that title after? Because you were a top rider in America before you came to Europe and do the GPs. Then you went back and won it. How much gratification did that give you?
Oh, a lot. Like I said, I leave it all to Europe, and no, it was good to win. Like everybody counts you out when you go there, and I've been to Europe 3 or 4 times and came back and still do good here. I think, not saying me, but I think me racing there, coming back, same as Zach Osborne.
Yeah.
He went there to race, learned a lot, came back and was winning everything. It's a good learning curve for especially kids. I don't say that's have everything to them. It's hard to go there and race and be competitive when you're not used to the living part, the language part, the whole thing. So when you go up there, you grow up quick and you come back here ready to race.
So I remember watching you at Desert Martin in 2000 on the Dave Thorpe's Honda.
Yeah.
You and Dobb and Stephen Sword and Carl Nunn, that level of British Championship was really high. Did you enjoy riding British Championship plus the GPs, or was it a lot of racing for you?
No, I love the racing. I'd rather race than sit at home I'd rather race every weekend, especially when you're away from America, wherever you're home. It just keeps you busy and you're focused on, I'm racing this weekend. But no, I like the racing. That was good. And that series, then a couple of years was like a GP. You showed up.
Mini GP, really?
Yeah, every race we'd have a European guy show up there, so it wasn't an easy race. And I actually like the tracks a lot. The tracks are technical and
you
rough.
like the British tracks?
100%, yeah.
Right, very good.
Yeah.
Those 2 years in GPs, then you went back, but at the start of your career, you rode for Mitch Payton and then won the title with Mitch Payton. So was that like a full circle moment for you as well?
Oh, for sure. Like I said, I started with him in '92 on the Honda Peak, and then went around the world a few times, and then back on Mitch's and win a championship for him was good, 100%. Which I had good bikes, and I could have been on the KTM team that year, but I switched and went to Mitch's. Yeah, I had a contract with letter of intent to go KTM when I came back with Grant.
Right.
Last minute I changed it up. So
you could have been teammates with Langston after battling for the world title.
100%, yeah, should have been, yes.
That would have been interesting for KTM.
Yeah, but then I went back home and raced, and then ended up going by KTM to do the off-road stuff when I quit and came home from the GPs in '08, I think it was.
So you've raced all the Grace. You raced McGrath. You raced some 250 Supercrosses in the 90s on the 125 series. You raced Everts, Carmichael.
Yes.
Give me your thoughts on those 3 guys. Probably 3 of the best ever. What was it like racing them?
Yeah, I always compare Everts, like people, especially riding sand and riding mud, like the young kids that doesn't understand how he rode the sand and the mud. Yeah. Like they'll never understand it, because I think he's the best still to watch ride sand and mud, and Ricky was just hanging out, win or crash, but those are 3 different people. And it's always I think that's still the greatest guys right there, 100%.
And you trained with Ricky's mum and ran Ricky at times?
Yeah, no.
What was that training like? Because you're known for being tough and determined. So were you able to ride to his training regime, the amount of laps and all he did?
100%, yes. I'm the only one who really ever stayed around and trained with him, because it was a hard thing. And I trained with him when Eldon came with him. Baker, I was there when Eldon started with him, and I trained with him for 8 or 9 years there, off and on the whole time. Lived with them and trained with them. And so it was, again, coming back to 2001, Eldon and Ricky had a lot of influence on me winning. Yeah.
And that, was Ricky doing anything different, or was he just a hard worker? What did he have to be so special?
He was a hard worker, and he wanted to do good. That's the thing. He wanted it, and whatever Eldon or his mom said, he did. So that's good.
Whenever he came back, he rode I think it was '01, he rode a 125 race while you were still battling for the title.
Yeah.
Had you strategy with him, or was he just like, you thought he would win? And that
was the plan, him winning, or have to get in between us to start with. But I got a good start and battle with Grant. I think he might have crashed the first moto and was back a little bit and came to third. So I think I won the first moto, and then the second moto I crashed and came from probably 30th to second. And his big thing was it was to help me a little bit, but he wanted to get the most wins at the time in the 125. So when I got the second, I still had the overall, so I had to go back a position for let him get the overall to win, and then I still won the championship as Langston.
You helped him get that. I guess he had to come from the back one race or something.
The first moto he came to third, and then the second moto I crashed on the start, and a couple corners in, and came from 30th probably to second. And then he won and he would have won the championship or the moto if because I think it was
something or overalls or wins or something.
Yes, the most 125s. Then I think Stuart ended up getting it overall after that, but at the time, it was Ricky had it.
And I think Ricky, according to the TV anyway, said, "Don't worry, Grant, when I pass you, won't even touch you."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. He did say that. No, that's Ricky for sure.
What was the feeling like? Were you nervous to win that title? How did it feel to finally cross the line?
I went in like 6 points down, I think, and I don't know. It's weird because I wasn't nervous, and I won the first one. I think it went to 3 points, and then the second moto, I was like, it's all like you leave it here on the track. Yeah. So, but when I crashed, I didn't think about it, and I was like, still gonna win this. So, like I said, I came from 30th, and if Grant's wheel wouldn't have broke or whatever happened, maybe I wouldn't have won it. But I feel like I rode my best the second moto, coming from 30th to second and catching Langston. Like I said, his wheel broke, but yeah, it was just, I never had no doubt all weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great story to see.
Yeah, it's a lot happened in one day that's normally wouldn't happen to people. Yeah, for sure.
You went back to GPs off on road MXTP 450 class. Most Americans, they'll go and stay or not be able to stay for very long and go back to America. How come you were able to just bounce around all these different series and do well each time?
I think the sport's so small, you can't really burn the bridges, and I kept in good with the teams around, like Rinaldi, I rode for him, and I could have been welcome back there. And then I went to Europe or England, I stayed there, obviously, and I rode with Cass, and I rode for RWJ for a little bit, and Dave Thorpe's team and the 125s in 99 and 2000, and I think my results did good. People knew I was a hard worker, and then I think that just helps you carry on, you know. I love Europe racing over there. I mean, I can live in Europe. I like it there still, and I love visiting.
And you lived in England in the Thorpe years, didn't you? Was that easier with the language and everything like that?
Yeah, a lot easier with the food. I lived in Italy in 97 with Rinaldi, and it was hard for me because I never really lived that long out of the country and not speak Italian. When I left, I could speak Italian, and the food was always great there. But I enjoy every minute of it, traveling the world. That's me.
And especially in the 90s, the tracks seemed really different compared to what you guys were racing in America. Did you have to adjust to all those hard packed slick tracks?
For sure, yeah. I learned how to ride, like I said, when I went there, I learned how to ride the tracks the right way. The tracks I practiced on, these guys would never ride if they had to ride the tracks that we rode. Practice over there, like single little lane in the trees, hard packed, never been groomed. You go through a tire moto, like it is a big learning curve, and like I said, it's helped me and learning different terrains. Like some kids that hate the hard packed track because tracks are so groomed now, they're not used to
even out there today is all disc.
It's perfect. And when we had it, you go to San Marino and hard pack tracks, like they would never believe it.
Didn't even dig down. It was just concrete.
Black groove, yes. No, but it was big, and help for me just to be around the world. And
you did racing Coyote Federici. You were in that one in 98 and 99. That was. Yeah. And that was him in his prime too. So you've raced so many greats.
The top kids,
That must be awesome to know the level of guys you were able to compete against.
Exactly, yes. No, all of them. The Pit Bears and everybody that rode, even the Suzuki guys back then. I can't remember all the names now, but all the kids, But they're old now like me, and then the young kids don't know nothing about that.
Well, it's amazing to see how much passion you still have, A, for the sport, but B, how fast you can still go. I think Tommy Searle was shocked that you were keeping him honest last year at Foxhill. You just seem to love it so much.
No, I don't ride that much. I never ride.
You're not even before the actually were just for testing and stuff on this?
No. Like when I did this here, maybe the reason I got hurt, I haven't ridden in 4 months.
Really?
And I was catching up to Jordan, like right there with Jordan on the 450. That's like, I shouldn't be doing this, but then this happened. But it was just my fault. It wasn't era. But no, I still love it. Hopefully one day, but if not, then I'm happy to have a job here with these guys with Triumph and training and doing that.
On the level of the sport now, Jett Lawrence, what Jeffrey Hurling's just done, Caroli and Eli and Chase and all, what are your thoughts on the level now when you see all these top riders at this era?
Yeah, it's huge. A big difference now than it used to be. Just the riding, I think now it went from just a good rider to training, and now it's everything. You got to be fit. You got to ride the bike the right proper way. As you watch Jett, it makes it look easy. And I think he goes fast about making it look easy.
Kind of like Everts 30. You saw the original?
No, he's the new Everts, yes, 100%. He rides the whole track like that every weekend and weekend out. And it's everybody's trying to, it's messing a lot of people up, I think, trying to ride like him because they want to do the stuff he's doing, and some people it's not meant to do that, And I think it messes a couple people up.
Do you think people should, like, say Deegan should just stick to what he does best?
Yeah.
Compared to trying to be Jett?
I think so, because now he's too late in his career to change it. And it makes, it's costly. You know, he can start riding like him and make a mistake and hurt himself, or he can just keep riding like himself and be comfortable. Like you never know with that, but it's changed in three different decades. It's something different now.
What are your thoughts on Haiden the last 2 weeks? Can't ride here because of all the drama in SMX.
Yeah.
All of that plus going forward to 450. Is he the guy that can even challenge Jett, or will he have to change how he
I mean, yeah, you think he's going to be good. I mean, he leaves it on the track for sure. And that's in the 450, like to beat Jett, you're going to have to be like him. I think he's the heel hanging out till he can't hang it out anymore. Yeah. And if it's either it is going to work or it won't work, or he figures out how to. But I think he's not going to. He won't give up until he does for sure. Like he'll be fighting every lap for sure.
He has that sort of Ryan Hughes mentality, I think, 100%. Where he's just like, whatever, I'll prove you wrong.
No, I'm going to do it or crash, which you'll get that comfort level one day and be easy for him. But like getting up to speed and beating him, yeah, he'll be there, I think. Yeah.
Brilliant, Mike. Thank you very much, and nice to speak to you again and see you soon.